Hello there, Runnineers, and it's Manny again, and we got registration 1 week away for, well, it's actually Marathon Weekend, but we got the Dopey Challenge, Goofy Challenge, and of course Marathon, Half Marathon, 10K, and the 5K. So it's going to be a great weekend like it usually is. Registration is in 1 week. Today, the Club Run Disney people started getting the information, so I'm going to go over some tips and tricks for registration. It's going to be a short one because I am going to add the link to the last video, which was pretty much entailed. I'm just going to go over a few little basic things like that, and then if you want to get like really refresher course, or it's your first time that registering for one of these runs, go ahead and click on the link below. I'll try to even put the little mark on the top at the very end of the video, so that way you guys can click on it and watch and get the information. Of course, ask your questions afterward. I love listening to you guys because every question that I get, I sometimes go like, and you guys will see it. It says, great question, and I've never thought of that, and so all of a sudden, you guys make me think outside the box, which is great. But before we get into anything further, please, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Subscriptions are going up all the time. It's thanks to you guys. This is your channel. It's going to continue to grow. Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. But let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing I want to say is I do not work for Run Disney or Disney. I have never worked for Run Disney or Disney. I'm just a guy who for 17 years have been doing this kind of stuff. I've never missed a registration, so I like to give back and give you some tips and tricks on how to register, so that way you guys can get hopefully get in, so you guys can have that experience of running a Dopey Challenge, Goofy Challenge, or any of the other races. And before I actually get into a little bit of stuff, again, I'm not going to go over everything. I'm going to leave the link down below, but I'm going to go over what I predict is going to happen next week. Well, first of all, Dopey has gotten really popular. It's the cream of the crop for when it comes to runs. A lot of people love these challenges. They love being there. The 4 days is a huge challenge. So a lot of people start registering for that. Do not be surprised if it lasts a little bit longer than usual, because I think that they're going to fill in more and more slots. And so what happens is they have the slots for the marathon, and they got to divvy them up between the marathon people, the goofy people, and the dopey people. And if you've seen the last few years, there's more and more dopey runners, and that's because of the demand for dopey. And so don't be surprised if it lasts longer. That just means that there's a lot more slots on there. So do I think Dopey will sell out first? And the answer is possibly, but I still do think that the 5K and possibly even the 10K will sell out before. Again, not as many slots, and so there's a possibility. And again, there is 5K people doing the Dopey, but I don't believe there's going to be as many slots. So, and 5Ks are very popular for one good reason. Children 5 and older can do it. It's not timed at Disney World, so you're able to take your time. I just did one a couple weeks ago, and you just take your time. The lines are long. Nobody's sitting there going, come on, move, get out of the park and stuff. Eventually they will, I'm pretty sure, if you linger on long enough. But they're pretty popular. So I still think the 5K, 10K, then the Dopey. Those three are going to be the first to go. I still think it's 5K, 10K, and Dopey. So make your choice. Which ones do you think are going to sell out? So after that, I think Goofy will sell out, because there's a lot of people that are going to want to do Dopey that for some reason sold out. They're going to go to Goofy, or there's people that sit there going like, man, it's going to be too hard to get into Dopey. I'd just rather settle for Goofy. And then, of course, I think Half Marathon and the Marathon are going to be the last to sell out on their own. But again, there's not going to be a lot of slots left for those two runs, because they're going to be taken a lot by the Goofy and the Dopey people. But I think it will last a little bit longer. Overall, I think within about 2 hours, maybe an hour and a half, everything's going to be sold out. But I think by 2 hours, everything will be sold out. So as far as tips and tricks, again, that's going to be covered in the video, the video and the link, and it's very detailed. So I'm just going to, the one I really wanted to go over is because a lot of people are now taking their friends, and they're trying to register their friends, hint. So two people are trying to register at the same time. They may not be in the same room. They may be in separate places. Communicate with each other, because the first person that gets in can get the second person in. If you are doing a challenge and a 5K, so you're doing Goofy Challenge and a 5K, you can take turns. So the first person that gets in gets the 5K. You can go back in and get the Goofy Challenge. If they're right next to each other, the second person can start getting the Goofy challenge. And then you're going to have to transfer stuff over. This is not that difficult. And if it is difficult, you can email runDisney. They usually will fix that. If they do not, you can do that at the expo. So it's not the biggest thing in the world. And the next thing I do want to show you is going to be, because I did register for Club runDisney today. So that way, and I know I show it in the other video, but it is worth a while double checking what questions are going to be asked so you guys are ready. Not only, I just said it because you're going to be registering multiple people, not only for you, but your friends or your family, whoever you're registering, you're ready to go. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. So I've already logged in, so my participant information is going to be right here. And so as I scroll up, I am going to be able to see the prices. So just make sure that you understand the taxes are not here. Now, once it auto-populates, it's going to have all my information except the t-shirt size and the emergency contact. But I'm going to skip that and I'm going straight to the acknowledgement. And the first one is going to be, am I going to be competing in the military division? And I actually put yes so you guys can see. So I'm going to answer everyone yes, even though it's no, so you guys can see exactly what it is. So it shows you the division. So if you're going to be a person with disability or needs something with disability, this one's interesting because they got quite a few range. So when I click yes right here, it's going to say, what do I need? And I plan on participating the push rim racing wheelchair on my own, and then it varies throughout. You can scroll, or you're going to be able to see this. So make sure that you get this as quickly as possible. So are you going to need help? Is a person going to be pushing you? Are you gonna need Disney to help you? And that's the last one. That if you need help, Disney will help you. So they always look for guides. So this is a good thing to have here. And then of course, what is your expected time? So this one's going in there. What is the expected time? What are your expected pace for the run? So just make sure that you put on here. Okay. So here it is. So I'm expecting, what is this? About 6.5 hours. I take my time. So I'm in the back. And so what is my pace? I'm actually going to do something, and I'll announce it later as we go on. But look at my pace. Hold on here. Alrighty. I should be able to, there we go. Okay, here goes the pace. And right now 12 to 14 is very comfortable for me right now, so that might change. My a cast member, I am gonna, no, and so of course I'm not a cast member. There's no drop down, so I just wanted to show you that. There's no drop down. DVC, same thing, no drop down. Yes, I am a magic key holder. I am a pass holder. And, okay, so it's gonna take me right to the pre-sale commemorative items. So we're going to kind of pause here a little bit. So commemorative weekend bundle, men's weekend jacket. So you get to see the prices, the description. A few of them do have pictures, but we're going to scroll and check these out. Women's weekend jacket and the weekend spirit jersey. Those are usually pretty cool. So let's scroll up again. Here we go. So pass holder weekend bundle, the Dopey Challenge pulled over fleece. A lot of people were telling me they like this fleece. Call it the sweater. So Goofy's Race and Half Challenge zip hoodie and the weekend jumbo pin. Look at this. I actually really like this. This is the one I'm going to close up on because I really like this one. But then again, there's going to be a lot of the weekend event pin bundle. That's an expensive one, $300, because you're getting all of them right there. So as we scroll up, we're about to scroll up here. Dopey Challenge runner pin bundle. The Goofy's Race and Half Challenge runner pin bundle also. The full and the half, the runner pin bundle. So you get to see those right there. The 10K, yeah, the 10K and the 5K are right here also. So you get to pre-order quite a few things, but let's go ahead and get to the payment. Now I already paid, so here go, or I'm about to pay, I'm sorry. So this is a review, so if you want to make a donation, promo code, this is the payments that they take. So they do take credit card, Disney gift card, or redemption card. And guess what? I am in. Thank you for your registration. Do not click off until you get to this page, guys. And that was actually pretty cool because we got to see the merchandise too. Now remember, once you register, my thing, and I'm going to say it again in the other video, make sure that you register first, then you can go back afterward and buy your merchandise. That is what I would strongly suggest. You're going to go back in, you're going to log back in, and it's going to be a tab on top and say buy products. So once you get there, if you're already in, which you're already in, if you're already in, make sure that you go in there and click Marathon. You're going to see everything there, and you're going to be able to purchase stuff. Now remember this, if you're DVC or annual pass holder, you do not get your discount, and you can no longer go to the expo, turn it back in, and then exchange it, and then return it, and then pay it again and get your discount. They won't let you do that anymore. The only way that they will let you is if I bought this shirt, pre-bought this shirt, and it's the wrong size, there's a defect, whatever it is, then yes, you can return it. But besides that, they're not going to let you. So be wary, be careful about that. But yeah, that merchandise looked cool. I actually had some friends of mine going like, the sweater looks awesome. What about that jumbo pin? I thought that jumbo pin was really, really cool. So again, this video is not going to be very, very long. The longer one is going to be in the link down below. But the last thing I want to leave you with is please, 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 guys, be patient. Just be as patient as possible. I have had it before, and I've used this story before, and this is a true story. After about 30 minutes, I still had over an hour to go. I was going to give up. I still remember this was a few years ago. All of a sudden, one of my computers went down to 5 minutes. And so if I wouldn't have been patient, I would have logged off. I would have thought, okay, that's it. And I might have missed out on running Adobe. So be as patient as possible. Does that happen all the time? No. There's a chance that you won't it won't refresh, and it won't give you that. But and when I say refresh, do not refresh. It refreshes on its own. So you do not refresh. But that can happen. So just be as patient as possible, and you just never know. And again, going back to the multiple people, there may be somebody in there who's getting in there a little bit quicker. So just remember that. And I'm just going to go ahead and leave you with that because, again, the link is going to be down below. I'm going to try to add the card over here or over here, whichever way it's going to go. But that way you guys can see it, click on it, and so you can watch the video. I think that was a very detailed video. But thank you very much for listening to me. Now, I do have another video coming out very soon, probably even the next day or two, and it is about Disneyland runs. So make sure that you hit your notification bell, be ready for that one, because there is a little bit more information, and I really do think there's going to be a lot of information coming by the end of March. By the end of March, so maybe even before that. So without further ado, create a magical day, create a magical run, and guys, see you sooner than later.